Hello, Sergio. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome in my. Well, we can't have an office right now, so we have to do it in a Teams meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for having a conversation with me today. You said you were having some concerns about your school. Could you tell me what's going on?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to talk about I'm getting stressed of all the schoolwork we're getting lately because the exams are coming up and stuff. And yeah, I need to just get some advice on how to deal with it. It's just like I'm constantly either at school doing school stuff, then I come home and doing more school stuff, and then my parents want me also to get like a day job or something like that to start getting me in the process of how it's supposed to be in the future, and I just feel like I don't have time for myself. I just want to play video games sometimes, and they won't allow me to do it because they want me to keep doing my school stuff, and it's been tiring me basically lately. So I just came to you to talk about you about that, and see if perhaps you can help me out with it.
All right. I'm sorry to hear that you're under that much stress and pressure from school and your home situation. Of course,
Yeah,
that's never what school is for to give a student
yeah,
stress. That's what we want to avoid at all times. So what I hear is that you just want to come home and play video games sometimes, not all
yeah,
the time, but just unwind and relax a bit and have a bit of me time from time to
exactly.
time, now and then.
Yes. There's
Um,
what I'm trying to do actually, but
mhm.
there's always something. My parents, they're very strict, so they never actually allow me to do it, and they say I'm only 16 now and stuff, and I feel like I'm young, but they feel like I'm supposed to be already working and stuff, and that's also stressing me out.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you? Do your parents say that to you because maybe that's how they grew up, or
Yes, my father started working since he was 18, and then he married my mother. So yeah, that's how it goes.
all right? So
Yeah.
your parents are trying to kind of push you in a direction that you don't really want to go necessarily, that you
Exactly.
think is a bit too stressful.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Did you maybe have something in mind what we can do as a school for you to help you, assist you with that?
Um, no, I wouldn't know that. I'm just hoping that school just finishes so I can just get over with it, actually, at this point.
All right.
Yes.
Um, and how are your classes going right now? When you're in school with your other students, your peers, how's the connection with them?
I don't talk that much with any of the students. Only have one friend in class, and he's my best friend. We've been friends since like we started school, so he's my only best friend, and that's it. And he's also doing not so great at school, but we should be good.
Yeah, at least you have each other, right? I mean, it's good to hear that you have at least one friend, but only
Yeah.
having one friend the whole class and not really talking to other people, I can see how that could be a bit lonely,
Ye-
missing out on a bit of social life.
Yes, it comes kind of a burden for me actually. And the teachers, they act like they don't like us neither because we are noisy sometimes in class. But yeah,
So you say the teachers don't really like you because you're noisy in class. Is that because you're just
yeah,
rummaging around in the back, or?
yeah. I'm always humming songs and stuff, and they seem to not like it. So I always get in trouble for that. But
Okay.
I find it childish of them because I feel like I'm old enough to do it. It's not like we're in younger schools and stuff. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, well, I can see why your teachers could get annoyed by someone humming songs in class because It might disrupt their lesson when they're trying to explain something and someone's going through that. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can see that yourself, or
Yeah, I kind of get it too because then other students cannot pay attention to what's going on and stuff. I get it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, that should never be a reason for a teacher to treat you disrespectfully. Of course,
Yes.
hopefully they just should um, they just should ask you to stop doing that and explain why. I don't know if they do that. I hope they do.
Mm, not all the time. Not all the time. I guess I don't know. They just I don't know. They just don't. But
Right.
teachers are weird. I like you though.
We are weird. I
Yeah.
can give you that.
Yeah.
We are only human after all, right? Just like
Yeah.
you.
Let me put my laptop to charge real quick. 1 second.
All right, no problem.
All right. Yes, I'm back. As I was saying, I don't like all teachers, but I like you though.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Um, Going back to the environment in class, like you said to me that you only really speak to one person. I can see how that would affect you and your mental health in a negative way if you have a feeling that the other students in class don't really like you or don't want to hang out with you. Is that a case, or is something else going on?
Um, I think they don't like me because I don't speak to them, but I don't care because I only need Peter, and Peter is my friend, and that's it.
Right. I mean, I hear you saying that you think it's okay and you only need Peter, but I can see in your eyes that you're looking down. You look a bit sad when you talk about it.
Yeah,
Are you really sure you're fine with it?
it kind of hurts though, but mm, I don't know. I don't know. They don't like Peter neither, so I guess it's them against us. But it kind of sucks because sometimes you just want to talk to other people and stuff, especially when you got like parties and stuff coming up and they don't invite you and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, that's a feeling of being excluded, and
yeah,
they don't want you to participate in class or at parties.
mm,
I know feeling excluded is never a fun experience. I can tell from my own childhood.
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's why I'm good. I'm only good with Peter because Peter doesn't get invited either. But
right.
yeah.
Would it be great if we looked at, maybe why this is happening, and maybe we can look at a possible solution. Maybe we can work on something to maybe give a bit of a boost to that social life,
Yeah, it would be great.
because maybe that could alleviate a lot of stress about the schoolwork you have to make and your home life as well, if you're
Yeah,
having a better time at school.
yeah, I think that would be great.
Right.
Hmm.
Um, do you have any idea right now why there's not really that connection with the other students in class?
Mm, I mean, I don't talk that much, and I like to hum songs that annoy them, I guess, so they find me annoying,
Right,
and I don't like to talk to people that much.
right.
Yeah,
But you do talk a lot with Peter, and how did that friendship start? How did it start off?
me and Peter were always in classes together, so and we were always staying late to school because our parents needed to pick us up. So that's how we started talking, and that's how me and Peter are friends. And we
So,
play video games with each other all the time.
right. So basically, you got kind of forced together because you were stuck together, and then a friendship started.
Yes, yes.
Um, I'm just spitballing here, but maybe it's an idea to kind of force yourself to stick with someone a bit during recess or your lunch break. Try sit with them at the table together with Peter, and maybe try and strike up a conversation.
Yeah, if we try this, we tried that with chicks, and they all get weirded out by us.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother story, right?
Yes, I mean, yes, it is kind
I
of.
mean, between you and me, women are a bit weird, aren't they?
Yeah, they are picky.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they are picky.
But aren't we the same? Aren't we picky too?
Yes, we are. I guess sometimes, not all the times. But
Yeah,
they are weird though. They are weird, especially the
right.
one in my class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you know them, so I guess.
Yeah, I teach them as well.
Yes, yes, that's why I know.
Right.
Yeah,
Um, so let me think. You're saying you're stressed from school because you don't really like being in classes because you don't feel you don't really have friends besides Peter,
yes,
and then when you come home you feel like your parents are, let's, for a lack of a better term, are nagging you and trying to they want you to be something you're not by studying all day, studying all hard, when
yes,
you just want to unwind, relax, and play some video games sometimes.
yes. You already
Um,
understand me. Yeah,
it's kind of
you
my
understand
job,
better.
right?
Yeah, you understand better my parents. I kind of
Right.
like you. You're like my new Peter.
Have you tried talking to your parents about their expectations and how you see it in reality?
No, when I get home, I just wanna be in my room and I just stay in my room.
Right.
Yes,
I mean, I know it's very scary, but it could be good to try and talk to your parents about it. Tell them like how you feel and how you're experiencing stress every day. Um,
yes. I think I might do it after we just hang up now. I'm gonna just tell
yeah.
them that you told me to go to them. So if
Yeah.
you if I get in trouble, then you will too.
Then I'll deal with your parents.
All
But
right.
no, remember that they are your parents and they do want the best for you. I hope, because they are your parents. You are their son, and I'm sure that they do love you and want the best for you. So I think if you just talk to them, they'll understand and maybe
Yes.
you can work something out.
All right. We can try it.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, Back to the social life at school. I can't give you a clear cut fix for not having any friends or not speaking to others. Sadly, I wish I could. I could make the world a so much better place.
Yeah.
Um, what really helped me in school, I'll tell you a secret. I didn't really have friends either when I was in high school.
All right.
But what I tried to do was just I'd strike up conversations in the hallways, during recess, lunch breaks, um, and that that worked sometimes. And sometimes people just said, "Yeah, f off. I don't want to talk to you."
Yeah.
And you shouldn't let that keep you down because kids are still kids. You know how they are. You
Yeah.
see them on a daily basis.
Yeah. No, they can
Um,
be mean and weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what also happened worked really well for me was um, I was really secluded. I was really withheld to myself, and that kind of sent a signal towards others: "Don't talk to me. I want to be left alone."
Yeah.
And by trying to open up a bit more, which is really difficult, I have to stress that it's really difficult. It's not something you can change overnight. Trying
I
to be
know.
more open, literally in the way you sit, have a
I've
bit,
tried.
be a bit more open, um, and not being afraid to talk about your feelings, or when someone says something to you that you don't like, just tell them how it makes you feel, and being a lot more open that way, it really helps me, that people saw me as more than just this secluded, shy kid in the corner, and actually someone they wanted to talk to.
All right. I think I can try that. You will see.
Yeah.
You will see.
D-
That's
d-
cool as
do I
well.
make a bit of sense, or am I just
Yeah.
blurting nonsense?
If no, you don't. Actually, if you can come and sit with me, it would be great too. So I can have that confidence to speak to other people. So, it doesn't like, I don't know. If I have someone I trust with me, perhaps I can do it better.
Yeah, of course, and you have Peter for that as well, right? You and
Yeah.
Peter are like brothers in crime.
Yeah, we are, man.
Yeah,
I guess I could do it with Peter too, but Peter is also shy to speak to people, so
yeah, but this would be like a battle you could conquer together, right?
yes, I think we
Yeah,
could try that out. I'll just talk to Peter as well and see
uh,
if he wants to do it tomorrow at school then.
yeah. Of
Yeah.
course, whenever you feel like you're not making progress and everything is not really working well for you, you can have another conversation with me. We can talk about a bit more. I'll look in class how it's going as well.
Yes, of course. Yeah. You will see difference, I think so. I'll
Yeah.
just speak with my parents tonight and I'm gonna talk to Peter as well. And I think tomorrow I'm gonna just sit at a cool kids table as well. See how
Right.
that works out. Yeah.
Yeah, I must say it's already really good that you came forward to me about this in the first place, and you're willing to try it, and that already shows that you are ready to make that next step to actually be more social, and I think that will help a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I just thought because another student told me that you helped them with it, so I just came to you because of that.
yeah,
So,
I mean, I'm your teacher. It's one of the reasons I'm here actually.
yes, of
So
course.
you can ask to call me anytime, and whenever this lockdown is over, you'll see me every day at school as well,
Mm,
regularly.
of course.
Uh, it's a bit difficult right now, just starting
I
up, going to
know,
school again, but
I know. It's just still gonna need to get used to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
While on the subject, because of
hmm
course COVID is having a large impact on us all right now, how are
Yeah.
you holding up lockdown wise, not being able to go out? I don't know if you used to go out before COVID. I mean,
No, I'm kind of an introvert, so
mhm.
I for me this is life right here.
This is life, right?
I hope I hope it can stay like that for a bit, so I can just
Yeah.
stay with myself here and play video games.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
just know that right now the studies have shown it, and I've seen it in a lot of students that they do feel very lonely right now because of COVID.
Yeah.
Um,
I could.
it plays a big factor.
hmm I
Um,
guess it kind of does it kind of does bring limitations to like a lot of things like parties and stuff, which
yeah,
a lot of students in my class like to throw. But yeah, I mean, I guess it is what it is.
yeah, and some, of course, yeah, it is what it is, and we can't really change that much about it. We're not the government, and we can't cure a virus. That's just fact. But sometimes it's also okay to just let something crappy, for lack of better words, be what it is, or let it be what it is, and just give in to the feeling sometimes, and let yourself feel sad that you can't go out. I mean, I
Yeah,
hear you saying that you're an introvert and this is
yeah,
life for you, but
yeah.
introverts are not people that hate social interactions, right? And I'm sure you don't either.
No, I don't. I just like limited
Yeah,
interaction with people. It's just too much makes me uncomfortable.
right.
Yeah.
But having none is worse than having a lot of it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm playing video games, I don't mind. I'm still actually socializing, just through
Yeah.
the.
Do you play games alone or do you play them with other people?
I play them with my online friends most of the
Right.
time. Yeah, we play Fortnite and those games.
Yeah, I've heard about this Fortnite stuff. I've never really played it myself, but I hear it's a cool game.
It it's very cool and colorful. I like it.
Right, right,
Yeah. Me and Peter play it all the time.
right.
Yeah.
Um, if we're gonna go back to the topic of school, how are your grades? I'm actually curious. Do you feel
I
like you're getting on well?
I think I'm getting just good enough grades.
Good enough.
Yes. They're not the greatest, but they're not the worst neither. They
Sixes.
yes. I I think
Right,
it's good. As long as I'm not doing bad, I should be good. That's how I see
right. If
it.
it's a good enough, and it'll
Mm,
make you pass.
exactly. But
Right.
it's also because of the stress. I just burn out
Mm.
so quickly when I'm
Yeah.
trying to study. So yeah,
Right. You burn out during study? Does that mean like you're sitting down to study for something and you just can't get your mind to focus
yeah.
on it and you just stare at the same page for an hour, or what does
Mm,
it look like?
I just try to study, but it just doesn't get in my head. And when I have the test, I just forget everything.
Right. So you spend hours studying, but you can't seem to remember.
Yeah,
So say you have a test in 2 weeks. When do you start studying?
I start studying the week before.
The week before, and then you
Yeah,
study a bit every day of the week, or what does it look like?
yeah. My parents forced me to study every day of the week, so
Right.
yeah,
And yet you still forget most of the stuff when the test is finally there.
yeah. I tend to.
So what I'm guessing, and correct me if I'm wrong, you could basically cite the entire chapter that we talked about, but you can't seem to use the information you acquired to actually answer the tests because it's not exactly the same as in the book.
Yeah, basically.
So you can remember every word, but you
Mhm.
don't really understand what is written.
I
That's what
can.
it
I
sounds
can.
like.
I, nah, I mean, I can. I can't even remember most of the words. Actually, I just remember some of it when I'm trying to write it back.
Right. On the subject of English, we can talk about that, but I think for other subjects where you experience that, because I know your grades are good enough in my class,
Yeah.
um, I always want students to do better, not for me, but for them, of course. I
Yes.
want them to understand what they're making and not struggling.
Yes.
Um, so maybe it's something to talk about with the teachers on the other subject as well.
Hmm.
While on the subject of English, you study a lot. You study all the words, but you forget the words. That's basically it.
That's basically it. Yes.
And is that because you can't remember the translation, or
Um. Yes. Like I often forget the translation.
right?
Yeah.
Um, of course, this is very meta because we're having this conversation in English, but
Yeah.
we just gotta
Yeah.
set it aside.
Yes.
We are talking about theoreticals here.
Yeah. No. I know.
um, no, but really, that could be indeed an indication of a lot of stress, of course, and
Mm.
because while you're studying, you're actually preoccupied with a lot of things. Um, what happens with information? Um, it enters different parts in your brain, so to say, before it gets into your temporary memory,
Yeah.
um, down into your long-term memory. But if
Yeah.
your head is very busy with other things, the information never gets into the long-term memory, so you end up forgetting everything.
Yeah. I get it.
Something you could try is, um, and this is something you're gonna have to talk to your parents about, so they don't write you on this. But
All
instead
right.
of having a bit of free time as a reward after studying,
Mm-hmm.
um, have some free time and relaxation before studying. Watch some YouTube, play a couple of rounds of a video game, whatever gets you um, relaxed and unwinded, and
All
then
right.
when you've landed at home, maybe try and study for your tests then, um, rather than studying right when you come home with your hat full, um, and then having your games as a reward.
All
And
right.
then you can watch a series or play a last video game before you go to bed. I mean, your homework shouldn't be as much that it should take up your whole evening.
Mm-hmm.
So try and split it up a bit in blocks.
All right. I will definitely try that, I guess. And
Right.
I will just talk to them after we hang up because I
Yeah.
already have to.
Yeah,
Uh,
and it's important that your parents know about this, because if they're
yeah,
walking into your room expecting you to study and you're playing video games, of course they're
yeah,
gonna yell at you.
yeah. I'm
Um,
gonna get in trouble, and I'm gonna tell them
yeah.
that Mr. Pascal told me to do it. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So maybe if we try this and we'll see how the next tests go. If your grades go up, great. If they don't, we have to find another solution. We have to see where the problem is, do a bit of troubleshooting.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this enough then. Are there any more questions you have for me right
Mm,
now?
No, I actually got I've got the advice I was looking for,
All
or
right.
most, yeah. So I'm gonna just try opening up, and I'm gonna try talking to my parents as well,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just see if that works out. Perhaps I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure it will help out though. Yes.
Okay, good. Um, I don't think I have any questions for you either right now at this moment. We've talked about the socializing in class, outside of class, at home, your situation. Last bit of advice I want to give you: just go for a stroll sometimes, just to clear your head. Also, works really well for me. I
All
hear you
right.
love music, so you can just put in your earplugs, listen to some music, go for a walk, get a bit of exercise that way.
Yeah.
Um, Clear your head,
Mhm.
and yeah, that's
All
basically
right.
it. If you have any more questions for me, please do reach out to me.
Yes.
My door is always open.
Yeah.
When I'm back at school full time, that will actually be the case. Otherwise, you can always send me a message on Teams, of course.
Yes, I will definitely do that.
All
You've
right.
helped me, so I'll definitely come back to yeah to get more advices from you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Um, I'll see you again in class, of course. And if you have any more questions, you can come to me. Yeah, that's basically it.
All right.
Um,
And
Thank
thank you
you.
very much for helping. Yeah. I
All right.
appreciate the time you took to help me out today and the
No,
advices you gave me.
no problem. Anytime, of course.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
I'll see you around. Bye bye.
Bye bye. So yeah, that was it then.